The following is a presentation of Strictly Boxing News.
I'm sitting at the hotel the other day. I'm watching the fight with the fighters, Keith Thurman and Danny Garcia. And congratulations to both participants. But I said, at my age, there's still no competition for me. There's still no competition for me.
All right, look here. So you guys heard everything Floyd had to say, right? See, that's why I never really fuck with this dude. You know what I'm saying? Talks all that shit, never backs it up. Let's see. Look here, Floyd. You claim at 40, right? Like I said before, he ain't on my level. He ain't no competition for me. Fine. But I remember this, Floyd, when he was your mandatory. You ducked him for years. He became your mandatory, what? When was the Maidana fight? 2014? Yeah. You ducked this dude for about a year and a half, claiming you didn't know who he was. Now, before you say that was a one-off, shit, you did the same thing to Amir Khan when he was a mandatory in the WBC. You did the same thing to Pacquiao when the WBC said they will make him your mandatory. You said, like I said before, belt don't make me. I'll drop the belt. You did the same thing to Lara. So we have a pattern of you ducking mandatories when said mandatories are stylistically favored to either give you a tough fight or whoop your ass. Now, what I find strange is now you shit on Keith Thurman and said, like I said before, you ain't no competition for me. But before this unification, you were willing to fight Danny Garcia. You didn't have a problem with that.
I could easily put a halt on that fight if I chose to, call Mr. Garcia dad. I chose to call him and say, you know what, sir, you're a hell of a trainer. Your son's a hell of a fighter. He's an undefeated champion. I'm an undefeated champion, and we want to. And I think it'd be great for me and your son both to make a lot of money in a sense. And like I said before, you're very outspoken. My dad is very outspoken. It'd be good for me to come back for number 50 and fight the undefeated Danny Garcia at the MGM Grand. Since Danny Garcia is undefeated and he's very explosive, he's a very good fighter. And he really represents Puerto Rico the same way Trinidad did, and the same way, even though he's from Philadelphia, he represents the red, white, and blue of Puerto Rico. And then I go over to the MGM Grand and say, you know what? We need to pay you also.
Okay then. You said all that shit about Garcia, but now that Keith done whooped his ass and is still undefeated like Garcia, you don't sound so willing to fight him, huh? But you talk shit. Shit, man. But hey, look here, man. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. You know what? He probably might even beat Keith Thurman. Now, hey, stop. Before you type that comment, stop and listen to why I said he might beat Keith Thurman. Why? Because, ladies and gentlemen, it's Floyd Mayweather. He's gonna pick the referee. He's gonna pick the judges. He's going to pick the ring size. Oh, it's going to be at the MGM Grand in Nevada because, yes, that is the only state that would allow his old ass to shoot shit up his fingers. Allegedly, in my opinion, because I don't want no goddamn lawsuit. So
in some states, it is illegal. Some fighters, including Floyd, have been known to inject numbing medicine into their hands just prior to a fight. A measure that can give a boxer a short-lived but dangerous sense of confidence.
By numbing something up, you can't feel it. If you can't feel it, you're going to hit harder with it. And then you won't even know if you've really injured it.
I repeat, Nevada is the only state that would allegedly allow him to shoot shit up his fingers so that way, you know what I'm saying, he doesn't feel pain when he punches. Allegedly, in my opinion. And it is the only state that would allow him allegedly to have outrageous testosterone ratios. Allegedly. You know what I'm saying? Look it up. Type up Nevada testosterone level. You will see it right there. It's the only state that allows fighters to come in with a testosterone ratio of 6 to 1. You know what I mean? So, oh yes, the fight will be in Vegas. He ain't gonna be in the Barclays Center where Keith has been fighting recently. And you can be rest assured of one thing. This motherfucker ain't gonna use VADA, even though it will be a WBC sanctioned fight. And even though the WBC, let me check the WBC rankings so that way I'm not giving you guys false information. Let's deal with the facts. Let's deal with the motherfucking facts. All right. WBC has him, Floyd, champion emeritus. Keith is WBC champion, right? According to WBC rules, any fight that they sanction, the fighters have to use VADA. Those are their fucking rules. You know what I'm saying? Now, there ain't no way they can twist this one around because Floyd ain't unifying belts with Keith. It's all WBC with the WBA on the line. So, why can't VADA be used? So, even if Floyd comes back and fights Keith, like I said, he picked the referee, the judges, the ring size. The fight will be in Vegas at the MGM Grand, his MGM Grand, and they're not going to use VADA. You know what I'm saying? On top of that, here's another reason why Floyd ain't going to use no goddamn VADA, because he already said, like I said before, USADA is the best.
Floyd,
is there going to be any drug testing for this fight?
It's always drug testing. Man, Floyd, of course, Floyd Mayweather is the face of boxing, and it's all about cleaning the sport up. I want to be in a very, very clean and healthy sport, and I always want to be on an even playing field.
Which anti-doping agency will you be using?
The best. Which is USADA.
Okay then. So he said that shit about USADA, but looky here. This is 2017, March 11, 2017. If you follow the sport of boxing, you know, goddamn well that's a crock of shit. And if you want to say, well, I don't know shit about boxing, fine. Ladies and gentlemen, here's presenting a boxer, a pound-for-pound superstar, Tim Bradley, and some members of the boxing media letting you guys know the difference between VADA and USADA.
That's a lot of blood that's going to be taken. How do you adjust your training camp for that? I know you're very up on your nutrition and everything. Have you thought about that?
Nah, I thought about it, but I don't care. I don't care. I mean, I feel that one agency is better than another, believe it or not. I feel that one agency is better than another, believe it or not.
Which one?
I think VADA is way better than USADA, dude. I think VADA is way better than USADA, dude. I mean, USADA, there's so many loopholes, there's too many, you know, they allow like 4% of an illegal substance in a person. They say, well, 4% won't do anything. You know, they allow like 4% of an illegal substance in a person. They say, well, 4% won't do anything. VADA don't allow any of that stuff, dude. And VADA is at the top. Basically, I mean, I know they're new, but I'm saying their testing is at the very best, man, because they got people that that probably was involved in the anti-doping, actually creating these tests and catching all these athletes that are using performance enhancements, man. So I don't know if USADA, I haven't done my homework yet, so don't quote me on it, but I don't know if USADA have all of that, man. I don't know if their testing is up to par, but you know, we will see, man. I know that there's been many fights that's been going on, and USADA's been involved, and there's been withheld information, you know, from the other camps that this guy tests positive. So that bothers me, man. That bothers me. I know that there's been many fights that's been going on, and USADA's been involved, and there's been withheld information, you know, from the other camps that this guy tests positive. So that bothers me, man. That bothers me.
That's the problem I have with USADA, is that they are controlled by particularly the name fighters.
And Al Heyman.
Well, Heyman has always been a factor, as Richard Schaefer was when he was CEO of Golden Boy Promotions. When Golden Boy Promotions started, piggybacking on Mayweather's "I'm going to clean up the sport" routine, they started out with VADA. But VADA did their job too well.
And that was the problem.
Yeah, VADA busted two Heyman-advised fighters, Andre Berto and Lamont Peterson, which canceled Golden Boy promoted cards. And Schaefer was pissed as hell.
It was bad for business.
It was bad for business.
VADA's test cost more, the carbon isotope test, but they charge less than USADA charges.
Right, USADA's taking this money, and their practices are just so head-scratching. The Eric Morales case, in particular, where your guy can fail the A and the B samples.
Four times, right?
At least three times. Yeah. But it's the tail wagging the dog, and that's no good. Yeah. When it comes to cleaning up the sport, and it comes to an anti-doping agency that I will support and I will get behind, it's VADA.
It's VADA.
Okay then, so you heard all that shit, huh? But I forgot, Tim Bradley is a coon. Oh, my bad. And Montero and Doug Fisher and Steve Kim are racist, so maybe we can't take their words for it, huh? But look here, man. Ladies and gentlemen, Floyd would never fight Keith or even Conor McGregor using VADA, because they'll probably catch his ass, allegedly, and won't cover up for him like USADA allegedly did on several opinions, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? So, he more than likely will probably beat Keith by decision or some shit. You know what I'm saying? It will be a unanimous decision. Ain't gonna be no knockout, you know what I mean? Because again, everything will be stacked in his favor against Keith. Shit, you're against all odds. You know what I'm saying? Andre Berto put us on game.
Did you think you won any rounds?
Of course I did. But like I said, man, I mean, just being in this situation, and I seen how powerful, his promotion and just he is when it comes to this boxing game, when it comes to the promotion, when it comes to the judging, when it comes to the referees, you really get to see, how strong a guy is. We went to that fight. I know I had, everything against me. Like I say, he picked the referee, he picked the judges. It's his MGM brand. It's his promotion. I know I had, everything against me. Like I say, he picked the referee, he picked the judges. It's his MGM brand. It's his promotion. He set up the drug testing. They came knocking on my door 3 times a week. He set up the drug testing. They came knocking on my door 3 times a week, 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. You know what I'm saying? Like, you against all odds. So you have to knock him out. 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. You know what I'm saying? Like, you against all odds. So you have to knock him out. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't knock him out, man, you gotta at least just let him know you're there. Like, listen, man, I'm here. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going nowhere all night. So whatever the case is, I'm gonna be in your face all night. You can dance, you do all your magic tricks. That's cool. Because that's what you do. But I'm gonna be in your face all night. You know what I'm saying? I'm making a point that I'm here. I don't want to play no games. I ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying?
Was there a point where you thought you were?
Okay then, and Andre Berto is Keith Thurman's good friend. So again, recap. Floyd will pick the ring size, the judges, the gloves, the referee, yes, the gloves, to make sure Keith's power and all that. It will be at his venue in the MGM Grand. They won't use VADA drug testing. Dave Moretti will be the judge. Kenny Bayless will be the referee. It will probably give us a boring fight where he clinches excessively and scores unanimous decision with no damage done to either fighter. You know what I'm saying? So Keith, look here, man. Floyd is talking shit about he wants to come back and compete. Let me show you that shit. Because I put out a video on it. So look at Keith. I don't know if you follow boxing scene. You should, because they talk about all you motherfuckers. He said right here, Keith, I want to come back and compete again. But then he throws in Conor McGregor. But he's open to fight a boxer. Read this article. If I remember, I'm going to leave a link in the description box. If I don't, I'm not making it up. You can see right here. So Keith, look here, bro. He does want to come back and compete. If somehow hell freezes over and he decides, you know what, like I said before, I'm tired of all these motherfucking critics talking about I never fought a young black fighter in his prime. I'm going to prove these motherfuckers wrong, like I said before. I'm going to fight Keith Thurman. If he calls you out, Keith, at least, brother, ask for one thing. VADA testing, baby. VADA motherfucking testing. Why? Because you gotta use it. And shit, you're the WBC champion. I hope you've registered for the clean boxing program, Keith. So if you are doing 24/7 drug testing, shit, you better ask for VADA, or else you'll be a dumbass. I'm just keeping it real with you, Keith. I'm out.
The champ is here! 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 The champ is here!
Everybody stop talking now. Attention.
What up, people? Thank you for tuning in to Strictly Boxing News. If you enjoyed this video, please remember to share it on your social media platforms such as Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or wherever you share videos online. Also, if you haven't done so already, please make sure you hit that subscribe button below. That way you'd stay updated on the latest news in the sport of boxing. Once again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next video. Peace.